Understanding the phrase, from days of old. Hello and welcome to our English language learning series. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and somewhat poetic phrase, from days of old. This expression is not just a set of words, but a gateway to understanding history, culture, and the beauty of the English language. Let's explore what it means, its origins, and how to use it in conversation. At its core, from days of old refers to a time that is long past, often many years or even centuries ago. This phrase evokes a sense of history and tradition, bringing to mind images of times gone by. It's often used to describe customs, practices, or stories that originated in the distant past. Interestingly, the phrase, from days of old, has a somewhat biblical or literary origin. It's found in historical texts and poetry, where it's used to add a touch of elegance and antiquity. In modern usage, you'll find it in literature, historical discussions, and sometimes in everyday conversation when referring to traditions or histories. To get a better grasp, let's look at some examples. 1. The castle, from days of old, still stands as a testament to the city's rich history. 2. This recipe has been passed down from days of old, and it's a family treasure. 3. The festival, originating from days of old, is a significant part of the community's identity. In these sentences, the phrase adds a nostalgic and historical depth to the conversation. There are other phrases in English that convey a similar sense of time, such as, in times gone by, of yore, or, in the olden days. While these phrases are similar, from days of old often carries a more formal and poetic tone. Understanding these subtle differences can enrich your language skills and help you choose the right phrase for the right context. I hope this video has shed light on the charming phrase, from days of old. It's a beautiful example of how language can transport us to different times and places. Remember, learning English is not just about grammar and vocabulary, it's also about embracing the culture and history embedded in its phrases. Keep exploring, and you'll find that every phrase has a story to tell. Thanks for watching, and see you in our next lesson.